and that means delivering on the priorities of the people, making our streets safer than we can to unite our amazing country. That is the agenda. Thank you all very much.
We've lived in France for 11 years permanently. Prior to that, we've spent several years working seasonally, and we've made our base in the Three Valleys in France. We run a catering and private chef service. In the winter, we're pretty busy here, but in the summer, there's not so much work, so we move over to wherever we find the work. At the moment, for the last few years, it's been Greece. Prior to that, we've worked in Italy, we've worked in Spain, Portugal, Switzerland, so wherever the work takes us, really. It's been pretty difficult probably since the referendum result. We've been pretty uncertain of what's happening, what we need to do, what our future is going to hold. We have applied for the carte de séjour, which is the registration system in France to be able to stay. We have been given a temporary card rather than a permanent card, which seems to have been an error, but they don't seem to want to rectify it at the moment. So we're struggling with that to try and get that changed. We have also started the process for applying for citizenship, but it is a long process. We still haven't had our appointment yet to submit our dossier. And from that point, it takes probably another 2 years after that. So, and it's still not guaranteed that we'd get it, obviously. Mm-hmm. It's been quite stressful, the whole process, and not knowing what we need to do and whether we need to do it. And I suffer with several chronic autoimmune diseases, and it has had quite an impact on my health. For us, whether we can stay in our home, whether we meet the requirements, what the requirements are going to be, because obviously France have said that they will look after the Brits who are living here, but it is reciprocal on what the British government put in place for the EU citizens. So with the announcement that we've just had from Priti Patel, it's not gone down very well over here. Obviously, if France decide to reciprocate and be harsh, then we're completely at their mercy, and we have no support or backup from obviously we won't be a part of the EU. We don't have that to help us out. So that side has been pretty stressful. Losing the freedom of movement affects our business quite dramatically. Obviously, our summer work isn't in France, so that's pretty much half of our income would be lost. Straight away, as soon as that freedom of movement ends, we lose half of our income.